What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? This is Afrojoe like T.I. Wookie. Today I'm gonna talk about this deal about the documentary right on set, and I watched it. And what gets me is that since this is pumped up about kids being on Nickelodeon, from Drake and Josh to Amanda Show, to all that, and I sat here and I watched it, and I was like, okay. This is big. I said, this is, to me, it's nothing new. I've did countless videos talking about stuff like this over the years, and people act like this is brand fucking new. It's not brand new. To me, it's shit that's been out there, shit that's been told, shit that's been said. Nobody, nobody did nothing about it. And what I don't get is that this has been told so many times, over and over again, and I'm looking at it as y'all acting blind once it's been told. Cory Feldman said it over years that this has been done, this has been said, and y'all ignored him. Y'all act like what he said was nothing. And this is ridiculous because he's been telling it. He's been sitting there telling people, this is what's going on, this is what's been happening, this, that, and the other, and y'all would look at him like he's fucking crazy. Like he's fucking crazy. Like he has, but all y'all did was keep looking at him like he's just batshit crazy. And I look at it as like, how can y'all look at this man as batshit crazy? How can y'all sit there and look at him like nothing and he keeps telling y'all that this is what's going on, this is what's said, this da 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 da, but y'all won't say nothing about it. Y'all won't do nothing about it. I'll finna show y'all what he's been saying.
Between two trailers and put Crisco oil on my butt and raped me. In broad daylight, anybody could have walked by, anybody could have seen it.
On the set of Lucas, he told me that, it was his co-star. And he told me that it was Charlie Sheen that did it.
That on a movie he had worked on. And then I said, well, who is it? And then he says, Charlie. Charlie who? And it's Charlie Sheen.
So I heard that Charlie Sheen had, he had said to Haim, this is what men do.
Shit, I've personally heard a story about Charlie and Cory Haim. Probably at least a dozen people probably in my inner circle knew, for sure. It was pretty much common knowledge. I mean, Charlie Sheen was diddling him on the set of Lucas.
But what Cory Haim told me when I was sitting with Feldman in the office of the house in Vancouver, that he had been molested on the set of Lucas. And he said it was Charlie Sheen.
He went into great detail. He told me, Charlie bent me over in between two trailers and put Crisco oil on my butt.
You're in shock. I mean, children aren't supposed to handle that sort of stuff. I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big secret.
And it's widespread?
Oh, yeah. I was surrounded by them.
For years now, as evidenced on Nightline in 2011, Cory Feldman has been claiming that he and his good friend, the late Cory Haim, were victims of molestation when they were young actors. Last year, he opened up to our Alex Hudgens.
Kids are scared. Kids don't think I'm going to go. First of all, for me, the person that was doing it to me the most, I could say that the two people that did it to me were both close friends of mine. Or so I thought.
Feldman claims Haim endured more than him. In his book, Choreography, he alleges that Haim was raped on the set of the 1986 film Lucas. The following year, 1987, their film, The Lost Boys, came out.
It was when we were both on the set of Lost Boys that, things were happening to both of us, not from anyone on the set, might I clear that up, but, outside elements.
How did people not know when these are two, or did they know and they just weren't doing anything about it?
I mean, I know he told a lot of people. That's the thing that's so upsetting to me. It's not like it's just me that knows this story.
Other people know.
A lot of people know. They're still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Back in 2013, on The View, Feldman was insistent that perpetrators are still out there, but says he won't name names due to statute of limitation laws in California. He also has another reason that echoes something we've heard regarding Harvey Weinstein.
From what I've seen, every time somebody tries to bring up a public name and they have a lot of money and power and a publicity machine behind them, the person who does the accusing is the one that ends up looking bad.
They would pull away the better looking younger kids and keep them for their own after party, and it would turn into a pool party. And then they'd have their rules. Oh, there's no swimsuits on in the pool.
In the wake of the Weinstein scandal, the producers of the film An Open Secret about teen sex abuse in Hollywood released the film for free on Vimeo for 9 days. Much of the film focuses on the organized system within Hollywood for grooming and then abusing children.
At the end of the day, it's gotta change. There's so many people out there that have been affected by this.
You're in shock. I mean, children aren't supposed to handle that sort of stuff. I can tell you that.
Now I'll tell you this. He said that over the years. He said it over the years. This is no something new. This is no, oh, this just happened. He said this over the years. Wrote a book about it. Did a documentation. And all y'all done was look at him like he was crazy. But he has said this for years about Hollywood. Then Jeanette McCurdy comes out about her book she did. The book she did was Thank God My Mom, Glad My Mom's Dead. Then now they do a documentary called Quiet on Set talking about Dan Schneider. Like, I've been on YouTube for so long, I've seen countless videos of people talking about Dan Schneider. And this continues on. Nobody talks like, dude, like, if this gets to this point where a documentary is made every year about how children getting SA'd in Hollywood, then there's an issue. Nobody's doing that because they continue to make these documentaries. And they're out and out producers and this and that and the other. But I'm questioning, why is nobody doing nothing about it? Corey Feldman came out years ago talking about this mess, and y'all act like he was crazy. Y'all act like he was on drugs. But he kept telling y'all for years, this is what's going on in Hollywood. Paul Mooney even said it. Hollywood is not where dreams come true, it's where nightmares happen. Dick Gregory even said it too. When people that sit there and try to warn y'all look at them as crazy or they're on drugs. When it happens again, y'all like, oh my God, we didn't know. Yes, y'all did. It was told, but y'all kept thinking these people was crazy. And it shouldn't get to that point where y'all think these people are crazy. It shouldn't get to the point where y'all think these people are on something. Corey Feldman said it best. He said it best. And I'm saying it too. I've been saying, look on YouTube. Look at that 2 YouTube mothers for child neglect and child abuse. Y'all like this stuff is brand fucking new. Y'all think this is brand fucking new. Corey Feldman said this for years, and y'all looked at him, it's fucking crazy. Oh, he crazy, you don't know what he talking about. That's all y'all did was look at this man like he was crazy. Didn't suspect that. Now, since this came out, and Drake Bell has spoken on it. No, yeah, Drake Bell has spoken on it. They're asking him, "What you think about that?" And he's like, "Well, I feel bad." Da 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 da. He said he feels bad about it. That feels bad about it that this is happening. That this happened. But again, y'all act like this is nothing. Y'all act like this is brand fucking new, and it shouldn't. Y'all act like this is brand fucking new. I don't know why y'all keep thinking that this is brand new. And here's one more clip I want to play that y'all gotta watch. And I want y'all to watch this. Y'all gotta watch this.
If anybody wants to go back to 1993 when I was interviewed by the Santa Barbara Police Department, I sat there and I gave them the names. They're on record. They have all of this information, but they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Who you said, by the way, did not abuse you.
Who Michael was innocent. That was what the interview was about with the police in 1993. I told them he is not that guy. And they said, well, maybe you just don't understand your friend. And I said, no, I know the difference between pedophiles and somebody who's not a pedophile because I've been molested. Here's the names. Go investigate. There are thousands of people out there, Matt, who have this information. I'm not playing around. It's serious stuff. And I vow I will release every single name that I have any knowledge of, period. And nobody's going to stop me this time, as long as people support this.
And I tell you this, and I do tell you, there are so many people that, like he said, there's so many people that support this. Look at James Charles, a well-known YouTuber, sending new pics to minors, but he gets all this love and support. Look at Colleen Bellinger, grooming kids, still gets support. Now look at Adam McIntyre. He's turning into one because he's not doing nothing to put them away. Like, I was groomed, but what are you doing with that issue? Nothing. He's not doing nothing. He's allowing it to happen because he won't do nothing about it. You're sitting up here telling people this is what happened and got evidence, but you won't fix the issue. There are so many people. Like, I think the new CEO of YouTube even said, but Pete Geppetto's have rights too. Not to your child. But Corey Feldman's been right. They get a lot of support in Hollywood. Now it's becoming a thing where they get a lot of support. Today's society. This documentary is nothing to me. This is nothing new to me. Every year is somebody's coming out about being essayed. It's like every year there's always a child coming out saying they've been essayed or sold into trafficking. And nobody's fixing the issue. It should be where this should be fixed, where we're locking up the pedos and traffickers, punishing for what happened. That's why I like JD Delay, because he speaks on this. It's like they need to go to jail. They need to go to prison. Nobody wants to do it. They want nowadays. It's becoming that pedos have more rights than the kids, and it's not fair. And it's not right, and it's nasty and it's disgusting. But nobody's doing nothing about it because most of the people that are Geppettos are politicians, actors, producers, directors, writers, the people that you like and love and support. Why do you think they don't go hard on this? They don't do. Why do you think that movie Sound of Freedom was getting messed with so much in theaters? Because they didn't want the truth to get out. They didn't want Corey Feldman to tell the truth. Look how they did him so dirty. Now people are coming to him and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We should listen." Y'all should have listened to him when he came out the first several times. But not just the first several times, the first time. Y'all should have said, dude, I didn't even know. I'm sorry. But nobody wanted to listen to him because they were so stuck and hung up into this bullshit. So I don't know. And Josh Peck, he's getting criticized because people are saying, why aren't you coming out for Drake? You've been quiet. And people are popping up old videos of how he forced Drake to apologize to his wife and all this shit. Now, Josh, Drake and Josh, I think it was Josh Bell. I don't forget them names. The one, because I'm getting so frustrated about this. And it just, like, look, just because I agree with some of the people what they said, it's just because they don't come out. Yeah, Drake Bell. Drake Bell says, look, leave Josh alone. Leave Josh alone. He has talked to me privately, and we talk. He supports me. And people are supporting Dan Schneider. You know, I kind of agree with uh Cal Massey Mama. Cal Massey Mama, because you got to think about it. Not every kid is gonna get touched. Not every child is gonna get touched. Because Cal Massey's brother was on Zoe 101, and I don't know if Cal Massey's brother is gonna come out and speak on this or not. And she's right. His mother was right. It's like she don't know because you don't see them messing with. But Drake Bell, the episode of Drake Bell, his dad, I believe Drake's dad. I saw Drake dad come out. Hey, something's going on with this coach. He's getting too handsy and friendly with my son. Y'all need to do something about it. He had concerns because he was selling it. It was like he had concerns. The acting coach was driving the wedge between Drake and his father. He did it so badly that Drake quit messing with his father, and his mother became his manager. It's like it's funny. Father knew that something was going on, but he got looked at as the bad, and he was trying to protect his son. But when he came down to the coach getting arrested, he didn't know his son was insane. Never knew, but he knew the whole time his acting coach, or vocal coach, was getting handsy. And that was sad that he knew and kept telling them, hey, he's getting too handsy, and they didn't believe him. But hearing these stories, it's always gonna be something new. To me, it's getting to the point. It's like, man, to me, it's gonna get it to the point, and it's gonna get out of hand where people gonna take the laws into their own hands because the justice system won't do nothing. So many people are supporting them. Like, really, this is getting to the point where it's not just spreading across Hollywood; it's spreading on YouTube, on social media. So it's spreading. So social media and Hollywood are being affected by pedos, and nobody's doing nothing about it. Dan Snyder's still walking about. People say he did this and that, but he hasn't been charged. Nothing. For the victims of Dan Snyder and this Peck guy, I feel bad for you. And y'all should be going and thanking Corey Feldman. Go to his X page and say, sorry, we should have listened. Sorry, we didn't believe you. You better believe this man now. This man was speaking about this for years and y'all played dumb. I give Corey Feldman highest respect because the reason why was he was warning us. He was warning us. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notification. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think because I've said what I said. And y'all, look, I'm going to say it again. James Charles is a Geppetto. Quit loving on this man. If you don't want your kid to be SA, quit loving on him. Same with Colleen. The more support y'all do, the more letting these people age your kids. Quit doing it. JoJo Siwa does it too. She's supporting this. I'm hearing people turning on her quick. That's how I feel.